Hey, hello and welcome to BJ Vlogs. Charlie, how are we doing? Yes, this is just like a conversation. When I get back to all of us, it's just like it looked to me like we're having a conversation, although I cannot see you or feel you, or but like I know you are with me. And so in today's video, it is very simple, very pretty simple. We are going to still continue the document explanation series, and today's video, I'm going to, but wait. If today is your first time, do the needful, subscribe, share for others to enjoy, comment. You see, the comment, the engagement keep us going, and then everything is going to be fine. So these are basically what we need to know. So now, if today is your first time, why am I maybe I see that people have not shown me that, but guys, you have really shown me that. So let's go straight into the video. So today we are looking at two major important documents, and we are talking about the recommendation letters, and we are looking at an acceptance letter. What an acceptance letter mean? So let's quickly. Which one should I really start first? Okay. So now let's explain the. Uh, for instance, let's explain the recommendation letters. Without recommendation letters, your application will not go through. Simple as ABC. So now, what is a recommendation letter? Now, when you're applying, there's universities need people or your professors or whoever to give them an impression about you. Yes, that oh, this student is this person is that. Yes, so they have to write something about you. But if I were you, if they are writing something about me and they give me the opportunity to tell them what they should write about me, then I would tell them that write more, hinge more about my research prowess. Yes, they should hinge more on your research prowess. That is very good. By the way, I have created a TikTok account, and then you can also follow me from TikTok. I think the TikTok stuff is very massive. Yeah, it's gradually gaining weight, and it's massive. Yes, so you can follow me on TikTok. Yeah, I think now we are over 900. We have over 900 followers. So let me get back on track. So with the recommendation letters, they give two major things that you cannot skip: a professor or an associate professor. There is no negotiation unless, of course, you're applying for a bachelor. A bachelor program, they do not need you to get it from a professor or associate professor. But once you're applying for a PhD or a master's, there is no negotiation. It's either supposed to be from an associate professor or a professor. Without these, your documents will keep coming back to you. They will ask you to revise and submit, revise and submit. So there is no other negotiation. I don't know how to explain for you to understand, but that is it. Now, let me talk about the acceptance letter. Not every university requests for an acceptance letter, but when you are required to get an acceptance letter, what does it mean? It means that you're supposed to get a professor who is willing to accept you. Now, mind you, an acceptance letter does not mean that you have been accepted. An acceptance letter does not mean that automatically you're going to be selected. No. An acceptance letter just gives you a competitive advantage, knowing that the professor is interested in you. Now, this is what happened. Professors do this at their own discretion. And then the admission committee also have their criteria. So you can have a lower GPA, the professor would accept you. You can have a higher GPA, the professor will not accept you. You can have a higher GPA, the professor will accept you. You can have a lower GPA, the professor will not. It's based on their discretion and what they saw in your CV. That's why you can watch my video on the CVs. It is very, very crucial. Just make sure you put them well. And then, so now when you get an acceptance letter, it is a good sign that, oh, we are making progress. Now, what you have to do is that usually we use our CV and then our CV and then transcript. That's what, and you add what we call the code email. So if you want a sample of such an email, you can contact me in my DM, yes, or my email, and I'll share samples with you. Now we are supposed to tell the professor, we introduce ourselves, maybe which part of their research interests us, what is drawing us to them, which side of our research aligns with theirs, and the reason for which they are supposed to assess our documents and then give us opportunity. Mind you, several people are competing for same slots, and so you have to stand out. So you have to get this on point. And some of the professors, interestingly, will reply, interestingly, will not reply. Fortunately or unfortunately, it is not your doing. Somebody will call me, Jay, how long does it take for a professor to reply? I have no idea. Professors do this at their own peril, like at their, why am I even missing the English? They do this at their own time. Yes. They can choose to, they know what they are looking for and who to respond to and who not to respond to. So if they have not responded to you, do not feel, oh, I emailed one professor, I'm still waiting. If I were you, I would continue to email. Sometimes you have to email and email and email and you get the result. Sometimes you do not have to. One and then it is true. You just do one and then it goes through. There are so many dynamics. There is no specific time for responding to emails. Somebody can send in the morning and will get a response. Somebody can send at midnight and will get a response. Somebody can send weekend and will get a response. Somebody can send weekday and will get a response. It differs. Just put up your A game. Don't give up. When responses are coming, continue. Okay, I want to get one in this school. If responses are not coming, keep on. That is the only solution. If not, you would give up on them. I'm telling you, getting professor is one of the difficult parts of the work. Once it is solved, you are good to go. So I will urge you and encourage you to do more. Until then, I'll see you in the next one. Zai Jane, bye bye. For I, man, it is what FJ Vlogs. Come, let's do this together. Means a massa.